As I record this video, futures are ticking higher Wednesday evening. That while investors are looking toward earnings and data to extend the two-day rally that seems to have wiped out losses from the worst trading day of 2021. Although I believe this bull market is still alive, don't fool yourself into thinking we will always have rainbows and unicorns. This market will not go straight up, and we have yet to see a 5% pullback since last October. So before you buy the dip, let's take a look at the charts. So we're going to continue our discussion from earlier this week and stick with the triple Qs. So from this bottom here in March, moving on up, you can see it went through there and up through here. Now both here in March and in May, the price came down below the 20 and the 50 EMA. In the current downtrend, we only came down to that 20 EMA and we bounced off of that. So I'm thinking that this recovery is a little bit premature. Looking back here, we had a hesitation at that point, and then a failure came on down. The same thing here. We had that hesitation, attempted move, but a failure, and on down. So I'm thinking this too is probably an attempt, but I believe the probability is that it's going to fail. Now, into the volume, not going to show you too much, but here we see the MAC. Now, the fast line is underneath, trying to come up through, up to the slow line. Now, we are elevated above that zero line, so there is some strength here. But if you go back and look at those two time frames there in early May, you can see that little hesitation there, and this one a little bit more pronounced there. Back up to the price chart, and you can see those are the points where we had that move on up just very briefly, but it failed and came on down. Both of these. Again, I think we're going to have a third time. So you can see the MAC here once again. I think we'll have a failure at this point here. Now, I'm not going to give those high probability to it, but I think that it's better than 50-50. Moving on down here into the histogram, not going to show you too much, but you can see somewhat the same sort of formation in this price rate of change. You got that hesitation right there. You don't have a real pronounced hesitation here, except for maybe in this area, and then the failure. So I think we'll have that failure coming here pretty soon, and I think it'll head on down. There into the relative strength, that gives you a little bit of an idea, not much, but perhaps there in the stochastics, you can see also that hesitation occurred there, and then here. So it's a possibility, I think probability, that it will occur at that point. Now the Williams is not going to be able to tell you too much because it's got some sawtoothing going on. I think the major oscillator showing what's going to perhaps happen is the MAC, as we can see here. So another look at that, and let's go back up here to the price chart, and you can see what I see. Now, I may be wrong. We might be on our way once again, but I just think that it's slightly better than 50-50, that we have a failure and we come down and maybe test lower or closer to that 50 EMA. So I'm holding my cash for now, but you just be prudent and patient. And for today, that's ChewDog Charts. Thank you.